This just makes my excitement for Xenoblade 3 all the more hyped and all the more valid, which is the most important thing. Because why? Because it would be embarrassing if we've hyped up this game for so many months with these videos and then it turns out to be like 1 out of 10s.
Yeah.
Great! Yeah, Essential, 5 out of 5, IGN, GameSpot, you don't matter. Anyway, hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade 3 news drops, in which we are getting so close to Xenoblade and I salivate at it. But yep, the results are in for some review outlets, and it seems like Xenoblade 3 is doing rather well, and dare I say, probably one of the best in the series thus far. And we do have a few things to go over today. Plus, we might be getting a bonus video at the very end of the night, but we'll have to see how things pan out. I will explain later. But anyway though, we get Nintendo Le France. Well, we didn't really discover Noah July 29th. I wish I knew what this says.
I think the title says 5 reasons to like Noah, and then the ponytail says he's got a cool ponytail, and then he has an aura of mystery. He plays the flute. He wears red and black. And he has a legendary sword. I'm assuming that's what it says.
Well, either way, yeah, he has a ponytail. Dunban can wear a ponytail, and if you can coincide with Dunban, then yes, you are somewhat cool, even though I think the different coloured shoes is a little bit silly, but hey.
That's the shading.
I know, but it looks silly. Either way though, yeah, just a nice little funny thing on France's part, and then let's get to the actual news video today. And of course, we have seen this beforehand, in which we can use navigate to find hidden trails or hidden enemies, or you know, just for side quests. But it is nice to see it actually in an actual piece of footage, and it's. A navigate function is recommended when you go to the next destination. It also shows the shortest route to your destination. It's okay to take the shortest route, but there are many unexpected discoveries when you take a detour, so I'd like you to try various routes and use navigation. Monopon, whatever you say. So, this is essentially replacing the crazy taxi arrow from the original Xenoblade, and of course it replaces the follow ball from X, as well as the poor directions in Xenoblade 2's part. But I digress. Let's see it in action.
Fall damage confirmed.
And plus, we also get to listen to a bit of the night music on this overworld, which is very, very, very lovely.
I think I prefer the definitive edition version because this one feels a bit hand-holdy.
It makes me wonder if you can turn these off in the options menu, but either way, it's welcoming players both new and old, so, you know, if options are options, then you know what, I'll take it. Still, I'm not going to have a go at the game for trying to be a bit more welcoming. But, hey-ho. And with that said, we also get a new piece of the UI, and it's as follows. Well, it's a UI, more like a menu. You can also change the formation of characters in the menu. I like to change to my favorite formation and get excited, especially if it's preeminent. My god, I'm not awake today. That the two Nopon are in the center, and for me, I kind of dig this. It looks really nice. The fact that we get a nice scale of the characters, what rank they are, there's a lot of info here.
And you can level up Agnes and Kevis.
With a caution level. I wonder what that's for. Is it like, are we causing too much trouble? Is it like, oh my god, is it Narai levels? Ooh. We get to level 5 and just walk into a settlement going, what up, punks? I kind of dig that. I hope that as soon as you step into an area in which you're not welcome, you get gunned down by the National Guard. Oh, that'll be fun. That will be fun. But still though, I love this. It's just a nice little detail. And I'm wondering if we get different angles depending on what menu we select. Again, subtle things, but again, nice touch. Lovely touch. And finally, we get to the best part of the video. And Nintendo HP updated as the developer, which conveys Nintendo's thought and commitment to manufacturing its own world. Published irregularly, the 6th Xenoblade 3. The 6th version. Wait, what?
There are 6 Noahs and 6 Xenoblade 3.
There's 6 versions of Xenoblade 3. My god, I wonder what that will be. It means nothing, but I kind of like to admit, like, this is Xenoblade 3 1.1, Xenoblade 3 2.1, and so on and so on. It will be released in 3 parts for 3 consecutive days from today. Now, this did come out yesterday. However, due to time constraints on our part, we weren't able to include it in yesterday's video. But we are going to amend this because it has not come out at the time of recording, but part 2 of this interview is very, very close to coming out. But we will cover that later on when it comes out. And this is between Tetsuya Takahashi, aka the brainchild and the director behind Xenoblade 3. Have you gone over this? Just for the people at home, what is the post-it notes of this? What are the highlights, essentially?
Well, one thing I can definitely confirm that this isn't the last of the series, but it's like the last of a trilogy in a way. And it's just mainly talking about like how they went about Xenoblade 3 and how they feel about 1. Xenoblade 1 was like a straight-A student, and like 2 was not a straight-A student but had a lighthearted beginning, and they want 3 to be like basically Takahashi wanted to go all out for 3. That he didn't want to pull any punches. He wanted to use everything he couldn't in the first and second games. And
one of the nice things, and we've kind of glossed over this in 1 or 2 episodes on the program, but a lot of the stuff that is referenced in 3, like 2 sides seeing the same thing or foreign aspects coming together, it's using ideas in which he wanted to put in for Xenogears in the original. So again, we saw a lot of, not say references, but definitely, actually, you know what, yeah, references to Xenosaga in Xenoblade 2, and maybe we'll get some things from Xenogears in 3. It is really hard to say. But honestly though, I would take time to read this yourself and just take your own tidbits from this, because for me, I love reading things like this because you get a better insight in the series' history, its intentions, how things worked and how things they wish they could improve or what they were going for, and of course, as you mentioned, and what the future is going to hold. And plus, it is nice to see that in this particular discussion, that initially Xenoblade 3, when it was coming together, to Takahashi's point, it didn't quite feel like Xenoblade, if memory serves.
And I like this little paragraph here. It's like, humans only have like an 80-year time span, so I wanted to go about like, how would it be like if I only had 10 years left to live? What things would I achieve? And how would I go about my life? And so he incorporated that into the story.
And again, just these random ideas or what ifs. Because here's the thing that RPGs and fantasy in general, that you can come up with any circumstance, any limitations. Because you could say, oh yeah, sure, you know, you have eternity to live. But no, why not limit yourself and make that part of the story? And that's something that I can definitely applaud Monolith Soft for, the fact that they are very creative and they encourage people from different backgrounds of different living circumstances. Like, you know, what can we take from you? You know, you know, what insight can you give?
And regarding like the 6 characters, they wanted to make it feel like it's an adventure, and they felt like 4 was too little and 8 was too much, so they came with the middle ground. And
you know what, and I can definitely see that point, because I've been thinking about this for a while, and one of the reasons why Xenoblade 2's characters don't quite resonate with me as much as the original is because There's so many of them, and they don't really get enough time to really stick with you and make an impact. I mean, don't get wrong, they are very likable and they do have their moments, but the feeling and the emotions and the moments, they are spread quite thin because they need to try and include pretty much everyone, and sometimes two fail to do that. I'm looking at you, Dromark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish he had more development.
For Pandoria and whatnot. But hey, I digress. And just the fact that it's limitations, but they try and, they just try and do as much as they can with what they got. But still though, I would definitely give this a read, because you never know what might come up. And we'll hopefully cover the next piece of this discussion when it comes out later on in the day. So this might be one video or it could be two, depending on the time of recording. But guys, Xenoblade 3 is just 2 days away. What are you hyped for the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Don't even put it like that. The day after tomorrow, it makes it sound closer when you say it like that.
Okay, fair enough. The day after tomorrow, we get Xenoblade. Yes! But guys, what did you think of the video today? We'd love to hear your thoughts. And of course, if you liked the video, please be sure to like it. And of course, if you want to stay up to date with Xenoblade news, whether it's screenshots, trailers, or anywhere in between, or you fancy joining us for the ride on our Xenoblade Let's Play, then please be sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you possibly later on today with a good afternoons segment. I'm proud of that one. Or it might be tomorrow. Either way, guys, we'll see you next time. I've been Lightning.
I'm Alice.
And oh boy.
I'm ready for this wild ride.
I like how that's going to be the biggest meme that comes out of this game.
And water.
Well, that's just me. That's me. That's my thing.
You take water on a wild ride.
It's a wild ride of water. Good lord. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.